Yore and his partner, Hannah Smith. A couple of world champs on the right. Winner of this one would advance to the semis. One here in this opening game. Tommy will put the ball back into play and set it up against Vivian. Trying to come near side, and Vivian parked with a block, but then can't hold on to the ball, giving Tommy another opportunity to give his team an early lead. That one blocked by Park, but he had so much behind it. You're able to get that bouncing shot in anyway. Block here up into the air and off the table. Up by 2 now. As Hannah up the table and redirected into the goal by Yore. Yep, that's Mark again. Those knees, buddy. You gotta do something about those creaky knees.
Is it Trevor Park Appreciation Weekend, or is it? I think it's just the matches available that we keep getting them on table 1.
It's random. Yeah, it's just sort of how. I did not ask to have my wife on table number 1, and she was on here 2 matches in a row.
That's called nepotism.
I just said I did not.
Still, we call it nepotism.
We do. All right, fair enough.
I wonder what the German word. What's the German word when you give your family all the good stuff? You have a word for that when you
give them advantages that
you give them advantages. Like, so his wife was on table 1 over and over. We call that nepotism. What a fine German word we're learning today, folks.
Corruption.
Anyway,
and down the middle goes Yore. Tommy and Hannah off to a good start, and this is certainly a team capable of winning this event. Not to say the Parks aren't, but I think one of the favorites in this event, Tommy Yore and Hannah Smith.
Trevor's always a threat against anybody at any time, but he's going to have to step his efforts up. Tommy Yore won singles at this tournament in exciting, dominating fashion, so he's playing peak performance right now with this tornado game. Trevor, although you would think like 15 years ago, Trevor would easily handle Tommy Yore more easily. It's going to be an uphill battle, especially with Hannah back there, right?
Yeah, Tommy's certainly one of the top, 2 or 3 or maybe players on Tornado, certainly. And a guy, moving forward who certainly has the ability, I think, to compete at multi-table events as well. He might have a multi-table championship in him down the road, just because he kind of grew up, traveling the world, playing in events in Europe and Asia on different tables, and has played for Team USA in multi-table formats, both as a junior and a grown-up.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful steal here by the quick-handed Yore. That one, Tommy tried to bring it all the way across. Had it blocked up into the air and off the table by Park.
Tony Spreedman spoke quite a bit about Tommy Yore in the Pandemonium episode, saying that Tommy Yore's strong side is his pull side. And it's blinding fast. He could go all the way from one side to the other dead bar.
Trying to tap middle here. Taken away by Vivian. Still 4-1 here in game 1.
And Tony thought it was funny that the opposite was true for him, the exact opposite, where his push side was superior to his pull side.
Yeah, I think for most snake shooters, the push side is the stronger side. It's rare, I think, when you do find someone whose pull side is stronger. It's just a little more difficult. It's not as smooth of a release to the near.
That's what it is. Tony said most people have a little hitch when they go pull side.
Mm-hmm. I know I do.
We're still talking about rollovers, right?
Oh,
Jim?
rollovers. Oh, that's different.
We don't need to know about any of the other kind of hitches on your pull side. Who knows what that means? Tommy, yours trying to stick. Just put this one away, right? Put it away. Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Ball put back into play by Vivian, trailing 4-1 here in the first. Another chance for Tommy to win this opening game. But again, Vivian with a nice switch and block, holding off Tommy at least one more time. But Yore is able to squeeze that one through to the near side. Again, it's that pull side. It's 1-0.
So for those of you that are students of the game, trying to get better, want to learn about foosball, I had the opportunity to play with the great Julian Wortman in open doubles this weekend, and he struggled quite a bit.
Did he?
Oh, quite a bit. Yeah, he maybe it was the transition of.
He's the one that struggled on your team?
Oh yeah. But hey, let's focus this in.
Okay.
He was crying a little bit. The tears were coming down. I said, Julian, just kidding. No, that's true. We did talk about something that applies to all these masters in foosball. And that is building your case that you're going to get blocked X number of times. You're going to get blocked. Even the best shooters are getting blocked 50% of the time, most of the time. So how do you take that block and make sure it's data to the next possession? Don't have any throwaway moments. Just make every single, even if you quick shoot. And what do you take from the data of that quick shot? Even if you make a horrible mistake, it can't be a mistake if you're learning from it. So what Trevor needs to do is take an aggregate of everything that happened in every ball, every possession, and improve on it in this next game. Why did he get blocked?
That's a great point.
Right?
Absolutely. And that one stolen away by Yore and immediately sent in with the 5. It's 1-0. Let's get up close and personal with the 5-row of Trevor Park, who brushes this one down. Shooting against Hannah. Went wide of the goal, sent towards Vivian's goal. 1-0 in games, 1-0 in score. Here in game number 2 in this round of quarterfinal mixed doubles match.
Not to make this about me, but truth be told, I played really, really badly in those qualifiers. And then we won our first round. And then we had a forfeit our next round in the middle of it to Terry Rue. And it was Terry Rue and Blake Robertson. We had a forfeit because we had to come do commentary. So,
okay.
But otherwise, we would have won that event. Why, Jim? I'm feeling offended. You started laughing immediately.
Not at you. I just had a funny thought. And there's Hannah.
Boom.
Firing this one home. Watch this as Hannah Smith cranks it off that inside wall.
That's a defensive error. Trevor didn't fork that bank.
Yeah, and the left hook makes it 3-0. Watch this again. All out Tony Spreadman. 3 in a row here, opening up game number 2. And again, Trevor loves to get that ball moving slowly. And makes his selection, this time brushing down. And then taking it out to that far side. A little bit of a wiggle just before he released it. Yore sticks it through that far lane. Vivian there again.
Now, Tommy Yore's wall pass is one of the fastest things you'll ever see in foosball. It is an absolutely unraceable. You got to anticipate it, just like you saw Trevor do right there. But it is so fast that you could just he builds a series of options around that pass. And it reminds me, if we're going to, the
Off
other
the
side.
outside wall here for Smith. So she went inside earlier. She goes outside here.
I don't think you should be blocking Hannah Banks with that defense. I just, it's the wrong defense. You could fork that bank.
You have to.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean.
All right, let's see what she does here. Again.
No, I can't.
Oh,
I can't.
my.
I don't know if Trevor's a little nutty, right? Trevor's a little nutty. Trevor might have just wanted to see it 3 times because he's a little.
He was
goofball.
not on. He wasn't on it with his 3. He wasn't on it with his 5, despite the fact she had just hit one.
They didn't know it was 3 out of 5.
It's 3 out of 5.
Oh, they're hiding their bags. They're hiding their. I get it. Yeah. Okay.
What's going on?
Not to put too much emphasis behind the product placement promotions like Gatorade and Evian water, but I think we got some of this stuff as.
All right. Was that a decision that came from up here?
Yeah, and that's what we're being consistent. We've been doing that the entire time. We just the Polizei, Rafa Polizei has decided to be an enforcer at this point.
Yeah.
So look,
good for him.
When she scored one, then she scored the other side. At some point, we noted that you don't block banks that way, and she scored 2 more. So. Yeah, not to make this about me, but Julian also had that problem coming from Europe, blocking banks, and we learned.
The Europeans block banks really well, especially the Germans.
Well, you know what? Those tables bank better.
They do. Banks are prominent in Germany.
There's probably a different zone for them. In the U.S., you just fork them. The forward forks the bank.
Okay. So that's at least 2 inaccurate statements from you during the course of the last 5 or 10 minutes. One more, and I think that's going to do it for you. Trevor Park opens up the scoring here in game number 3. It is 2-0 in favor of Tommy Yore and Hannah Smith after a beautiful banking performance in that second game from Hannah.
There's a camera. You'd see me hugging Julian right now for all the inaccuracies and made-up stuff at his expense.
And there's more to come, I'm sure.
Huh? No, he said, yeah. If you could hear him, he's
another one this time off the inside
Let's
wall.
watch it. Look at. There's a problem here. You gotta fork that bank, meaning you put the ball between those 2 men.
Tommy amazed. No, for sure. You put the ball between 2 of your men on the 3-rod, and you kind of block straights with your 5 and count on your partner to cover straights.
That's right. That's right. That's just textbook. There's one of 2 things happening. Trevor's in a mental rut, unable to climb out of it defensively against Hannah. Or he just keeps wanting to see it.
Or, it is a national holiday here in America, and banks are closed. Maybe
That's
he just...
Oh, my gosh. Dude, look. That's right. The banks are closed.
He thought they were closed, and apparently...
They're still open.
They're open here. Park needs to take advantage of every possession, but Hannah there to make the block.
Let's see if the adjustment can be made.
Oh, she brushes that one up the table. Nice option. Just keeping him honest for the next possession.
And I'll tell you, as scary as that bank was open again. Let's see.
Look at that. Rimmed it off both posts.
I think Trevor's having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Trevor's in full-on panic attack mode.
Taken away here by Yore. Maybe he has a plane to catch. However, you got to give credit where credit is due, and Hannah is executing those banks beautifully.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Tommy? Vivian's done a nice job against Tommy during this entire match. Really making him work. Yore will call timeout.
Hannah just missed another bank. She's on fire with the banks right now. And Trevor's trying to tell Vivian how to block the bank, but I will tell you what, Trevor, you have 8 men, and Vivian has 2 barely. So you have a big responsibility to block those banks, right?
When you look at it like that, it makes perfect sense.
You got 8 men, dude.
He has not adjusted, no.
He has not adjusted. And he knows better. He knows better.
You would think.
Well, he does.
Tommy steps back to the table, putting it into play. Shooting against Vivian. Tommy fires that one down the middle. Watch here as he kind of brings everything to a halt and then drills the center of the goal. Trevor tried to come down the middle. All right, here we go. Hannah again. She's going to execute it because she's executed every time. And another one here, and Vivian has to make the block.
It's the Hannah show.
She has executed with that 6 banks, all of them perfectly.
And it's so close to scoring again.
That one up the table, rattles in. We're going to credit it to her anyway.
Yeah, it went off a man. Trevor used one of his 8 men to get a piece of it, though. Let's credit to Trevor.
A chance to put away the match right here for Tommy Yore and Hannah Smith. And Tommy is able to find that hole near side in 3 straight games. Tommy Yore and Hannah Smith defeat Trevor and Vivian Park to advance to the semifinals in mixed doubles.
Hannah, great stuff, man. I hope you watched this match. It was fun to watch. You obliterate Trevor's zone.
Mm-hmm.